Hey guys, it's LewisStar86, and I want to be talking a little bit of NFL here. I'm on my break, so might as well. I've been asked a few questions that I would like to put in this video. Liam asked me 3, and Chase asked me 1, and I asked Tyler, and he doesn't even fucking know. But we're going to start with Liam's questions, and one of them is, who should the Bengals hire other than Hugh Jackson? Bengals, or is it the Browns? Bengals. I think it's the Bengals. But the Bengals, I don't know. I don't think Hugh Jackson would be the move, though. I might lean towards Jack Del Rio or someone like that. Mike McCarthy. I highly doubt either of those two would even go to the Bengals. I don't know who the hell would go to the Bengals. That's like, I'm pretty sure on the list it's like the worst destination for anybody to go. That's what I've heard. So, and the Browns and the Packers, I think, are tied for first. That's how I feel, at least. Next question. When will John Gruden's Raiders be good, or if they ever will? He has a chance to prove it this year. Last year, I'll cut him slack for last year, okay? Because they're rebuilding, and this is their year. The next year is their year. They have to do good next year. They've got 3 first-round draft picks, and they might possibly trade for Antonio Brown. Might. Not saying they will, but it's looking like the 49ers and Cardinals will probably end up getting him. But Raiders have a chance in that. They might give up a first round. Might give up 2, honestly. I don't know. But John Gruden might look to trade one of those first-round picks. He might look for it. But 3 first-rounders, you can't mess that up. You just, I mean, the Browns kind of did. Well, they almost did. Jabril Peppers is, he wasn't worth the first-round pick, but onto the Raiders. I believe they can end up doing good this year, next year, or whatever. I still believe they can actually do good, all right? They could do some damage in the AFC West next year. I think they might go 10-6. I'm going to say 6-10 at worst, anywhere between 6-10 and 10-6. That's where I see them next year. But John Gruden, next year is his year. He has to improve from last year. Last year is technically still this year. That's why it's so difficult for me for that. But he's got to do better, all right? I still believe that John Gruden can still do it, but he shouldn't have signed Nathan Peterman. I don't know why he would ever do that. I mean, honestly, he was probably sucking his dick before the draft. But still, he said he was the most NFL-ready quarterback in the draft. Guess what? First game, first half, 5 interceptions. How? No one in history has ever done that. Like, in their first start? No, not in the first half. Like, oh my God. I love Nathan Peterman, but because he came from my favorite team, Pitt. He came from Pitt University. So, yeah. And next question. What should the Redskins do to finally win? What do they got to do? Well, there's a lot of things the Redskins need to do. They need to consider... I don't know why the hell they would trade for Clinton Diggs. That was fucking stupid. I mean, their secondary isn't that bad. I mean, I would look to getting some defensive players, like linebackers possibly. I mean, they need something on the defensive side too, not just the offensive side. We got to look at it from both points. Their defense has not been like as productive as you'd want them to be. It looks good on paper, but they're not that good. Offensively, they're not good at all. I mean, Alex Smith, he really didn't do anything when he was on the field. I mean, he was good for a few games. Like, he was good here and there, but other than that, they really weren't doing anything. And Adrian Peterson, he says he wants to stay. That's good for them. So, AP's looking like he's going to play for them next year. That's good. Robert Kelly, I think he might still stay with the team. I don't know. I don't know exactly his situation. I believe he's injured. And the Redskins, their ownership is terrible, as I've heard. They need to use their first round to get quarterback, honestly. No offense to Alex Smith, but I think I might as well use it on a quarterback or a wide receiver, because their wide receivers are dead-ass garbage. I mean, Josh Doxson, what the hell has he done? And I don't even remember their other receivers. That's pretty bad. It might just be because it's a night and I can't remember shit. But that's how it is. That's how I see it. And Chase's question is, what are my predictions for the playoffs? I usually like to do it week by week because it makes it simpler. But then that would beat the entire point of a playoff prediction. It'd be one thing if it was a week by week, but if it was like a regular season. But in this case, I kind of will end up predicting all of it. I'm taking Seahawks over Cowboys, 41-24. Chargers over Ravens, 29-24. Bears over Eagles, 27-20. And the Texans over the Colts, 23-17. I mean, it can all go either way. I mean, I just see the Seahawks beating the Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys are not good this year. Come on, y'all. Y'all need to understand that the Cowboys have been overhyped this year. Their only player is Zeke. And, I mean, their defense is, they're good, but their offense, other than Zeke, they're just garbage. Okay? Amari Cooper's good, but Dak Prescott is not that good at all. Amari Cooper is good. He's good. He's been, amazing, apparently. But Dak Prescott is not the quarterback. He is not the franchise quarterback the Cowboys need. For anybody that doesn't agree, well, sorry. That's just my opinion. And I think the Cowboys are going to be a first-round exit. The two teams that I see being first-round exits, just guaranteeing them a first-round exit, I'm going to say the Cowboys and the Ravens. Those are guarantees. I'm guaranteeing those to be first-round exits. And the second round, I'm going to guarantee one of them, and that's going to be the Chiefs. And let's see here. The third seed is the Texans. So the Texans would go face the Patriots. Chargers would face the Chiefs. So, yeah, I'd be right. Because the Chargers would beat the Chiefs, the Patriots would beat the Texans. It'll be Chargers versus Patriots in the AFC Championship game. The Chargers win that. They move on to the Super Bowl. And for the NFC side, Cowboys get beat by the Seahawks. The Seahawks are the 5th seed, I believe. So, since the Bears are the 3 seed, the Bears would go on to face the number 2 seeded... Who is the number 2 seed? The Rams. It'd be the Bears and Rams, and it'd be the Seahawks and the Saints. It's going to be the Saints. The Saints are going to kill the freaking Seahawks. There ain't no doubt about that. And the other game would be the Bears and Rams. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bears. The Rams have been far inconsistent. Any fan would know they've been inconsistent. They can blow out a team, and then they'll come back next week and they'll just be trash. So there's a lot of teams that are inconsistent in the playoffs this year. it's unbelievable how many of them there are. Like, and for the NFC Championship, the Bears and the Saints, I'm going to say the Bears beat the Saints. The Bears go to the Super Bowl versus the Chargers, and the winner of that will be the Bears. Bears win it. I'm not even going to predict the final score right now. I'll just do it for the first round because I've already made those predictions up. But anyway, guys, stay pleasant.